What's up, YouTube? Chris Hall here out of beautiful North Carolina. And in this video, we're going to discuss choosing the right equipment when starting the lawn care. So when it comes to starting the lawn care business, the two biggest things that you have to choose from is residential versus commercial equipment. And when you're doing this kind of work, guys, I would say go commercial. If you want to go big, go commercial. Because when it comes to the residential stuff, you're going to spend a lot of money fixing parts. Those parts are cheap when it comes to residential equipment. It's not meant to be used 40 plus times to be beat the shit out of. You get what I'm saying? Like the commercial equipment is just made a lot stronger. You're gonna get your best bang for your buck when you go for commercial versus residential. Residential equipment is just not made for that repetitive type of use. All right, so next on the list is gonna be used versus new equipment. And when I first got started, I'm trying to tell you guys, I was just trying to really get my hands on whatever I could at the time. I was going to pawn shops, buying equipment, Facebook, Craigslist, OfferUp, John Doe down the street. Anybody that had equipment, I was trying to get my hands on it. But guys, just please be careful with this, because if you take that route, you can be hustling backwards, is a lot of what my mentors say. And you don't want to hustle backwards. With all of that time and that money that you have invested in all of those residential equipment, you keep spending 65 here, 50 here, a little 100 here. Just take that money and get you $200-300 all together and get you some good top of the line equipment, something that you know that will last you for some time coming. It won't break down on you after 3 uses. That's something that you don't want, guys. You definitely don't want that. A lot of pawn shops have used equipment and you don't know the history of that equipment. They'll tell you whatever just to get it sold. So just be careful. If you take that route, take a mechanic with you. I have a couple mechanics because it's a lot of stuff I don't know. So I have to outsource it. So if you have to do that, take somebody with you to check it out. Make sure everything is good to go with it before you actually make that purchase on any used equipment. But if you can, just take the time, save a little bit of money, and go new if you can. That's the best. And the next thing will be where to buy your equipment from. Lowe's, Home Depot. I got my Echo 225 from Home Depot, I believe. I purchased both of my weed eaters from there. But there's a lot of little side hardware stores where you can go to purchase these top of the line commercial equipment for reasonable prices. They are a little bit more, but I promise you guys, in the long run, it will last you and it's gonna benefit your business a lot more. Because when I first got started, I wasted so much money trying to go cheap. Don't go cheap. If you go cheap, you're gonna go broke. All right, so the next thing on the list will be choosing the right mower. So for this topic here, it just depends on what you want to do, guys. I know some people out there, they run their business completely with a push mower, a blower, and a weed eater. And when you're first getting started, that's all you need. But you have to decide what type of yard that you want to target. And when I say that, I mean, what's your preference? You know, do you want something big where you would need a whole trailer set up with a riding lawnmower or a zero turn? Or would you like to get you some real small yards that'll take you 30 minutes or less? You're in and out and you can cut all of them with the push mower if necessary. When I first got started, that was my go-to. I was looking for small yards that I could be in and out in no time. I could do with a push mower and I wouldn't have no problems. So that's something that you should definitely keep in mind. You have to decide what type of job that you want to target. And after you decide that, then you need to go ahead and decide what kind of mower that you need. one thing I would say, guys, please stay away from the tractors. You know, the old-fashioned tractors with the steering wheel here, like you turn like it's a fucking bus or something. Dude, stay away from those. I'm telling you, because it's a lot of time. The turnaround radius on those when you're on the property, it takes too long. When you're going forward, you have to stop, put it in reverse. You have to do basically a 3-point turn just to get you a quick turnaround if you was on a 0 turn, or even a little push more if you have to, or walk behind. It's a lot easier for you guys. You know, you can slap that handle, boom, and you off on your next strike. You off on your next strike to continue cutting, versus having to do a whole 3-point turn to turn around on a lawn tractor. You have to use what you can use when you first get started. Because like I said, that's what I had first when I first got started. That was my first big mower. And I was able to get a lot of jobs done with it and make a lot of money. And it paid for itself within a month. So I don't regret it at all. And now I have 3 mowers. So that just gives you an idea. Just be smart when you're going to make that purchase on that mower. Decide what type of yard it is that you're going to target, and what you want to focus in on, and to custom your mower to that, if that makes sense. And there's a lot of commercial and residential brands out there, guys, and I know you probably see these names still: Husqvarna, Pollen Pro, Toro, and you're like, what the fuck is this, you know? Well, I'll kind of give you a little insight. On the residential side, you have Troy Built, Pollen Pro, Lawn Machines, Toro, and it's a couple more out there. And on the commercial side, you have Husqvarna, Skag, Bobcat, Steel, Echo, Exmark. Exmark makes some real good handheld push mowers. They're about $2,500. I know that might sound like it's a lot, but those are really good mowers. I know some solo operator guys who purchase that mower with their weed eater and their blower, and they are rolling. With those small yards, you'll be good to go, because I believe the deck cut ratio is like 30 inches, I believe, something like that. So that's pretty good. You'll get a lot of ground covered with that Exmark. It's pretty good. And next on the list, guys, equipment is the lifeline of your business. Your equipment is everything to your business. If your equipment is some shit, then your business is gonna be some shit. So just take the time and invest in good equipment so your business will have a good turnaround. Because I promise you, in the long run, if you take that extra time and invest in some good equipment, it will pay for itself in no time. You don't want to have your stuff breaking down on you every other day, or every time you get ready to touch down on the yard, you don't know if that piece of equipment is going to start. You don't want that. And if you have to, guys, rent. If you have to rent equipment, do it. When I first got started, I would go to the pawn shop and rent a push mower if I had to. Let me see. Home Depot, Lowe's, I believe they also rent lawnmowers too if you need it. Sometimes, guys, look, if you don't have it, you have to outsource. It's no excuses out here. No excuses. Ask your neighbor, your friend, somebody, if they have a lawnmower. And after your first cut, you save that money. You don't touch it. You have to save it. You have to treat it like it's not even there. Save that money, and I promise you, it will come back to you, and it will pay for itself in no time. And then before you know it, you'll have you something bigger and better. But you have to take that time and definitely get you something good. I believe when I first started, the pawn shop rental rate was like $30, $25 or $30 a day. So okay, with me coming in, all right, so I know for sure I have to do 2 times that amount if I'm going to rent this piece of equipment. And you need to have that same mindset too. You need to make sure that it's gonna be worth your while if you're gonna rent it. Because I promise you guys, the money is out here. We just have to go and get it, baby. Gotta go get it. Sunbelt, they also do rentals. I don't know if they rent push mowers, but they rent equipment. I've got numerous amounts of equipment from there. Sunbelt, Hertz. It's a couple places out there. That's what Google is for. Just hop on Google and find out where can I rent X amount of equipment. You know what I'm saying? It's out there, guys. Just outsource if you have to. You know what I'm saying? Outsource until you can get to. All right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this video up. So in conclusion, I would say when starting a lawn care business, just make sure that you guys choose good equipment. Do not waste money on cheap, used residential equipment. If you can, take the extra couple $100s and go commercial. I promise you guys, if you take that extra couple $100 and go commercial, it will be worth its while. It will pay for itself, and your equipment will last you a hell of a lot longer. And don't be afraid to spend some money, guys. We're talking about starting a business here. If you want it to last, you're gonna have to invest in yourself a little bit. Yeah, you don't want your stuff breaking down on you, so do not go cheap, guys. Don't go cheap. And I'll see you on the next one. Please like and subscribe. It'll help the channel grow. So I found this house that they're building. I'm gonna take a look, see what it look like in the inside. Not bad. Hopefully I don't fucking fall through the fucking floor. Feel pretty solid though. Boy, if I was a kid, I'd play manhunt in here. Hide and seek. Oh shit. Watch your step. Pretty big though. It's probably at least a, I don't know, 4-bedroom house. Something like that. Pretty cool. Windows. Gonna go here for sure. Oh. Shower. Connects here. Oh shit, what we got here? This right here